The landscape backdrop that you see in this painting was actually inspired by a painting trip that a friend and I took into Mount Rainier National Park along a small creek called Edith Creek. And during that time I did a number of small color studies called plein air studies of the region and got a sense for the color and the shapes and the atmosphere of that particular part of the country. I later used these small studies to help me in the development of the larger painting. After I mount the canvas on a firm board, I then trim the edges and grid off the canvas. The reason for the grid is so that when I transfer the drawing or the design to the canvas, it will be accurately drawn and in proper scale. The colors I use on my palette are basically red, yellow, blue, and white. It's referred to as a limited color palette. And when I mix these colors with white in various amounts, I can achieve nearly an unlimited variety of warm and cool grays. Now, even though I put a grid on my canvas so I could get an accurate drawing, I managed to mess up right off the bat when I started to draw the head, and I drew it too large for the proportion of the rest of the animal. So I had to make a change in order to get it accurate. The good thing about painting in oil is it is a very forgiving medium. If you mess up like I did, you can just basically wipe it off and start over again. In this case, I redrew the head of the animal and scaled it down into a grid pattern, placed it on the canvas again, and then redrew the accurately resized head. As you watch this video, you will see that it goes through a number of different stages before it finally gets to the finished stage, which is very common for most paintings that you do. It doesn't matter what they are. You make decisions that where you change your mind about color, relationships, about warm and cool temperatures of color, about dark and light, values in the painting, and sometimes you want to move objects, or you might want even to remove complete objects from the painting. It's just part of the process, part of the creative process, and every painting is subject to those kinds of variations. Most artists, over a period of time, probably a number of years, develop general creative habits. My creative production primarily happens at nighttime because I'm kind of a night hawk anyway. And so my best production tends to be in the later hours of the night, even into the mid-early mornings sometimes. It's not unusual to work 6 or 7 hours straight without a break. It's during these times of heaviest concentration in the middle of the night where I'm most productive, and the time just seems to fade away and disappear. Wolverines are solitary animals. They are rarely seen in the wild, and as a matter of fact, in all the years I've been in the woods hunting and fishing and painting, I've never seen a wolverine. They resemble a small bear, but actually they belong to the weasel family. Apparently, the wolverine is one of the least studied land animals in North America. They're difficult to find and do studies from, and they often make caves in snowbanks. They like to hunt in heavy snow conditions. Wolverines are very aggressive, territorial, and very tenacious animals. Makes for a great high school mascot. Hopefully this little video has been informative for those of you who for the first time have had the opportunity to watch a painting be created from the very beginning to the very end in rapid time. And those of you who are artists, maybe you were able to see a few things that you can apply to your own process as you do your own work. Thanks for hanging in there with me. I appreciate your interest. Thanks for watching.